From Austin Film Festival, this is On Story, a look inside the creative process from today's leading writers, creators, and filmmakers. This week's On Story, the producer and showrunner of CBS's hit comedy series Ghosts, Joe Wiseman.
These are ghosts, but we also want them to play as humans. We want people to relate to them as human beings, which they probably philosophically are, and that have feelings and wants and all that stuff. I think that was something great that the British series did, is they decided not to have their ghosts be translucent or floating or whatever. It's like they're people.
This week on Story, producer and showrunner Joe Wiseman discusses his work behind the American adaptation of the BBC hit comedy series Ghosts. Wiseman deep dives into the art of adaptation, finding the perfect cast, and the process of recreating the story for an American audience.
This is 100% the most incredible moment of my life, apart from my wedding.
It's all ours.
What did that girl just say?
She must be related to you. Like a niece. A great.
No. She's no niece of mine. Look at her. She's exposing her knees, and she's got a tattoo.
How did the prospect of the project even land or come about? Obviously, being a pre-existing show currently airing across the pond.
Joe and I had, about 5 years ago, written a pilot that did not get shot. It was called Eternally Yours. And it was based on vampires who had been, the couple who had been married for 500 years and were really sick of each other. In our vampire lore, divorce was not an option, so they were literally stuck in it. And Joe Port painfully points out that it was an analogy for his and I sort of contractually obligated relationship that seemed to have just kept going and going and going. The pilot did not get shot. So, the official scorecard, it was a failure. However, when Ghost came around, CBS was familiar with us, and they remembered, Joe and Joe wrote that vampire. And so to them, it was like, they can write genre comedy. Let's take their temperature and see if they like this. So they sent us a link to the BBC show, which I was unfamiliar with. And I don't know if you could get it in the States at that time. You can now. The BBC version is fantastic. You should absolutely check it out. It's on HBO Max. Also check out the American version. And I watched the first 5 minutes. I was like, I'm in.
Wow.
Unbelievable.
Well, they seem really nice. Let's give them a chance.
Yeah. Look at that.
No. What is that?
Is that lake?
Oh, I hate it when that happens.
It's a lake.
Well, there's only 2 of them. Still plenty of room for us.
This is going to make one incredible hotel.
What is hotel? Well, Robin, a hotel is kill them.
I loved it because it was hard funny, but also ultimately a gentle, nice show. It had a great positive message. The British creators, who are actually most of the ghosts in the British series, are the creators and writers of it. They had to approve us. So they also sent over this Eternally Yours script just to get us approved, and they liked it enough that they let us do it. So I like that because throughout your career and even trying to get in, things that may seem like failures, like this pilot, which did not get shot and was okay, turned out to lead directly to Joe and I being able to do the show and eventually getting it on the air.
Okay, this is huge.
And it's all ours.
I gotta admit, it would be nice to have a little bit of space.
Exactly. New York is full of people. We're never alone.
This must be them. The new folks that own the house.
Can you believe this place has been in my family for 6 generations? She's a relative of yours, Hetty.
Well, I should hope not with her exposed knees and that saucy hairdo.